You are now watching ES After Dark on Drip Row Radio.
Bitch, this is Eastwood, Texas. East Bear, my ex. 3300 hatch block. But you know the world, my section. Nigga play on the stretcher. Nigga talk a whole lot of smoke. But these niggas don't want pressure. Nigga do a lot of flexing. But these niggas pussy for the record. Bitch, this is Eastwood, Texas. Big dog off the leash when I'm stepping in. Nigga been on for clutching different ends. Easy with this shit, yeah, they definite. Mobbing like the motherfucking president. Bitch, I been a G and it's evident. Rap niggas be sweeter than a peppermint. I got a plug on the Laos and the Mexicans. Better in your life if you cherish it. Cause I'ma ride from the wood, from the six, and from the six to the brook. A nigga flex like his plex, his whole block get shook. Nigga throw a lot of slugs, type of hard on the book. 1D with a stick, walking up on foot. 30 rounds out the bitch and leave your whole body cooked. I hit the chest in the mess, won't nobody look. Jail right uppercut, I hit his ass with a hook. The type of nigga get front and get his whole pack too. And I leave him with a shit bag if it test mine. Nigga try G's for a nigga test mine. People rapping ass nigga like a bow tie street nigga. I ain't never need a cosign, no shit. You can feel it like a coke line, bitch, I'm back. Like Joy with the 4-5, bitch, nigga. You trying to play on both sides. Till a nigga in the casket, head on both sides, like, hey. Big blaze, you know how I'm stepping. Bitch, this is Eastwood, Texas. East Bear, my ex. 3300 hatch block. But you know the world, my section. Nigga play on the stretcher. Nigga talk a whole lot of smoke. But these niggas don't want pressure. Nigga do a lot of flexing. But these niggas pussy for the record. Bitch, this is Eastwood, Texas. Big blaze, you know how I'm stepping. Bitch, this is Eastwood, Texas. East Bear, my ex. 3300 hatch block. But you know the world, my section. Nigga play on the stretcher. Nigga talk a whole lot of smoke. But these niggas don't want pressure. Nigga do a lot of flexing. But these niggas pussy for the record. Bitch, this is Eastwood, Texas. Eastwood, Texas.
Like some vape, something sip, something testing went to this thing going, hey, yo, y'all pull up. Y'all know what time it is. We about to end out the first half of the NBL Season 2 in style. Y'all bet to pull up. Y'all bet to have something to brush to, too, as well. We live on ES. Hey, yo, if y'all on ES and y'all missing out on the festivities we got over here on YouTube, it's okay. Long as you locked in on Elite Spins, you're good. Let's go. Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. I see the El Presidente is in the building. Hey, look, somebody get this man a helmet. Yo, I don't know what might happen tonight. I'm not responsible for nothing that happened. Major Pain in the building. Let's go. I see Marv in this shit. What up? I see Dame. It's Dame time. Holy shit. Dame in the building early. Section set up for the Wave Cartel. Everything where it need to be. Y'all pull up. Y'all already know what time it is. It's game night. Yeah. Let's go, Sarah, with the sub. I see you. Let's go. Pull up and say what up in the chat sometimes. You know, I mean, sometimes the fellas could get a little bit, you know what I mean? But have no fear. We got some of the ladies in here, too. They just be, we just be vibing. What up? Let's go. Jeezy pulled up. Okay, the Wave Cartel section is here. They got a game tonight. They already know what time it is. 40 got a game tonight. Wave Man and this shit, they already know what time it is. The Goons is outside. You already know you're going to see the Goons when it's game night. So by all means, pull up and look, don't be afraid because the Goons is outside. Like, look, this is a safe space. Y'all can pull up. We just talking wavy shit. Ride to wavy. Let's go. Let's go. Pull up. It's go time. Fun Zone is definitely activated. Let's get this shit going. It's game night. I know y'all excited. Shell in the building. It's perfect timing. Perfect timing. Knicks still in 5. That's all I'm going to say. Ladies and gents, Facebook, YouTube, Kick, all across the wavy globe, welcome to week 7 of the NBL. We're about to close out the first half, and it's kind of crazy how fast we got to this point, going from week 1 to week 7. For my peoples over there in the vertical feed, I'm just here to say what up. Say what up in the chat. Long as y'all don't be weird and do none of that crazy shit, you might not get the boot right to your face. Just don't be weird. Pull up, say what up, and just, just vibe out with the chat. You see the chat over here? The chat is over here. The community's in the building. So no funny business, like Mr. Fun Zone said. Like, look, no funny business. Pull up, say what up, sit back, watch the wavy festivities you're gonna see tonight. You're gonna see some of the best waivers in the world. Again, we at week 7. We've been doing this for 7 weeks in a row, 3 games a max. We've been having triple headers for the last 7 weeks, and they've been crazy. I ain't gonna lie, last week, if you missed the last 2-3 weeks, it's been crazy. Even going up to last week where we have a 3-way tie for 2nd place. I mean, something's gotta give, chat. I mean, this is why we got game night. Something's definitely gotta give. But have no fear. We are back in the arena. We're going to make right. There's some get backs. There's some rematches going into the second half we're going to talk about later. There's a bunch of things elevating the top 5 teams in this league right now. And I don't want to get into it because if y'all see how the game's transpired, y'all going to see that tonight. Big things is going to change going into the second half. You're going to see roster changes. You're going to see lineup changes. You're going to see a bunch of things leading up to what got us here. So without further ado, let me get everything in order. Let me make sure y'all get everything in order. Set the table. Go grab your brushes. Go grab your washing styles. Make sure y'all got the plastic bag. And by the way, speaking of which, I got to get this shit off my chest. The waiver, for the ones that know, if you're on ES, I'm streaming the ES right now. So if you hear this, just know if you're in ES, you know who I'm talking about. Guwap waves. By as of today, effective immediately. I'm putting that man on post approval. I said it. You ain't got to do nothing. I can deal with the shit talking. I can deal with all types of shit. But when you got some of the best waivers in the world giving you advice on advice that you can't find nowhere else on no other platform, and you don't utilize the advice and the gems that's given to you, I don't think you deserve to post on ES. I ain't gonna lie, chat. I don't think you deserve a space on the platform. I think you get a chance to sit back and watch, right? You get a chance to sit back and watch the greats be great. Sit back and watch the banners, the sharks in the tank do their thing. You get to watch the campaign waivers. Give y'all the best gems you can find on the internet. And if you're not using none of those, by all means, you don't deserve to post. So effective immediately. If one of the mods can do that for me, get it done. But just know that I'm going to pull up my goddamn self. I'm hitting the post approval button on that man Guwap Waves. I had enough. The rage bait, I can't do this shit no more. And by all means, if you don't take no advice that I'm giving you right now, get a fucking cut, gang. Cut the wolf. I don't want to see it no more. Matter of fact, I'm going to be more triggered if you come back in post approval and I see that you don't got a cut. I'm going to be triggered again. Get a cut, right? For the one that's coaching them, make sure he get a cut. Matter of fact, for the ones that's coaching him, tell him y'all not even going to talk to him until he get a cut and he come back with a cut. I need a cut. Cut down to a number 2 with the grain, a 4 against the grain. I don't care what you got to do. I need you to cut the wolf ASAP. And I'll throw another gem in there. If you don't want to cut the crown too low, do not cut the crown too low. Cut to a 2. Get back in the lab. Let the people that's been helping you, let them know, look, I got a cut. I cut down to a 2. I'm ready to get back to work. Do not show up back to these damn pages with an 18-week wolf on your damn scalp, bruh. Ragged up. Do not show up brushing an 18-week wolf with a soft brush. Nah, Kato, you was co-signing that shit. Don't do that. Don't do that. You ain't seen it. Don't do that. Don't do that, Trell. Don't piss me off. I seen this motherfucker, bruh, show up, and I see the advice in the comments. I seen N2. I see the greats. I see GOATs. I see Hall of Famers. Hey, look. Hey, yo, fam, cut that down. Look, get a cut. Come back like this. Get a number 2. Do this. XYZ. Giving him all the advice, and then he's still showing up. Just, he's showing up just token. This is what happens when y'all let the weed smoke you, chat. Like, look, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm doing my best. I'm doing my damn best, K Wayne. But the bullshit got to stop. The rage bait is rage bait at this point. I mean, when I might believe one of y'all niggas is paying a nigga for him to show up and do that. I'm not gonna get into it. Goo out waves. You are on post approval, effective immediately. Get a cut. All right, let me get my co-host up here because, like, look, I'm getting off the rails right now. I'm getting off the rails, and let's get my co-host in here because, like, maybe he could shed some light on this because look, the shit got a little bit out of pocket. We got Brett the Hitman. We got the co-commissioner in the co-host seat right here, right now. Now I don't know if you heard the discourse, but help me out with this. Like, what does the man have to do, and what is going wrong with Goo Wop Waves?
Yeah, I think he's rage baiting you guys. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely getting help from the greats, the Hall of Famers, everybody chirping in, tapping in, helping him out. And he said, I saw his last post though. He said he's gonna get a cut on Monday. So hopefully the post approval, keep him motivated. And then Monday he show up with a freshie. You know what I'm saying?
All right, that's a bet. That's a bet. Now I'm glad that's out there because I know he felt the criticism coming from, hey, look, just get a cut. Start from scratch. Nobody's telling you to scalp. All hope is not lost. See, this is the bright side that I can tell Goo Wop Waves. All hope is not lost. You're not getting told to scalp and start from scratch. You're getting told to just get a cut and get back to the drawing board. You'll be fine once you get the cut. Now, once you start hearing somebody say, hey, look, scalp. Once you hear the term that Brett like to say, once you hear cut the whole head off, you're done. You're done. Just now you can actually start getting pissed off once you see people in the comments telling you that. But if you see people telling you to get a cut, you're fine. You're in a good place. You're in a good place to get to where you need to be, get to the next level. You'll be fine. Get the cut. We'll get this shit going. World Fun Zone. Let's go. Cold World in the building. Let's go. I see you. Reese is in the building. Hey, Reese, get back to work. I know you over there grinding, Reese. Get back to work. I can't wait to see you on UPC so I can get me some more clips. He get a cut every weekend. That barber needs to be reported. I ain't gonna lie, it's the barber. See, that's if anybody's helping this shit. This is why I be on y'all barbers, because y'all barbers, y'all just want to cut. Y'all don't care about waivers. Y'all don't care about what we do to maintain. Y'all don't know the culture like that. Y'all might think y'all do, but y'all don't know the culture unless you're in the culture.
Right.
Y'all in the barber section. Like that, there's a section for y'all. The waiver section and the barber section. Hey, look, we could work together. But y'all gotta be willing to listen to what the waivers are saying when we show up and get in the barber shit.
Agreed.
All the cuts are not created equal. Like, right? All cuts are not created equal. I know what barber school be teaching y'all, even all around, this and that, yada yada. But from some waivers, they might not want the crown cut down too low. You might have to ease up on cutting down the crown and trying to make the crown even with everything else. That's where you go and fuck up in semi-scout waivers. When we talk about that taper, we talk about that taper line. That's a special taper that has to go down. We don't do high tapers. Oh. And when we do low tapers, we mean low to the shoreline. We don't mean low to above the ear. That's still technically a high to mid taper.
Yep,
we need the taper to be low as you can actually get the taper before you start cutting into the waves. Now, I know that might be against everything y'all was taught, but here again, this is the nuance in between waivers and the barbers. We got to work together. We got to do our thing and make sure everything get done right, and we'll be fine. He simply won't listen. Hey, look, maybe that post-approval is going to change some things. He's on post-approval immediately. I need it to get done. He be getting a barber's choice because, I mean, like, yeah, don't go in the cut and just say, look, let me get the number 12 right here. I like how the number 12 is looking on this model right here. Give me the number 12. No, you got to go in with specific instructions to said barber.
Yeah, baby taper. Baby taper. Keep it low.
Keep it low in the baby taper. Lola in the building. What's good, Lola? Let's go. Locking this game time. N2. Let's go. Hey, look, N2, I'm glad you're here locked in, and I'm glad to see you again. I was speaking of the greats, speaking of N2, trying to talk to Go Out Waves, giving them information. If N2 taking time out her schedule to try to drop game and drop some knowledge on you, I think you need to listen. That's all I'm gonna say. She not gonna do that for everybody. You gonna notice one thing: when the greats jump out to help somebody, just know they ain't got time to do that with everybody. So if they do that for you, that got to mean something. Chuck Wavies, what's good? That got to mean something. That's all I'm gonna say. Just take that and then, be great with that, move forward with that, and don't blow it. Now, I know y'all got parlays in mind. I know y'all got everything in mind. And as we said before, we're not gonna rewalk this and rehash this. Brett not doing this shit with y'all. We getting game number 1 off the ground right here, right now. The Wolfpack versus WTBD, returning champions. They are here in the arena tonight versus the Wolfpack. Let's get the voting going and let's see what we looking like, because going into last week, we seen a lot go down. We seen some big games. We seen the Wolfpack get a big win versus Dripset. Wolfpack, the win that they got last week, going into this week, it's a lot riding on this week, but going into the second half, and again, Brett, I know you don't want to put out there no spoilers, no favorites, no anything. Your thoughts alone on that win by the Wolfpack last week?
Now, I would like to say, I think those guys keep their green light on. You know what I'm saying? They really putting in that work, and I think it's around the clock. Same with WTBD, and same thing with the Wave Cartel. A lot of these teams, the Diplomats, and quite frankly, I'm proud of those guys, man. Keep that green light on, keep going, and it's only going to get better. The more you brush, the more you crush.
The more you brush, the more you crush. And then technically, we're going to also talk about what I noticed looking at the weeks through 1 going into 7. You hear the term on each team or certain teams where you talk about one waiver being a walking dub. Right. And you're going to notice that looking at all the top teams, every team in that top segment, they got walking dubs. We're going to talk about that, what it means to take your team to the next level. You might have to have that in your rotation if you want to look to do something in this league. I'm just saying, I'm not saying it's got to be every week, all the time, but you got to be known for having somebody, whether it's one person, 2 waivers on your team that everybody in the community knows is a walking dub. And from that point, you're only 1 or 2 waivers from taking your team to the next level. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm seeing it right now in real time.
Yeah, they're gonna have to just keep doing what they're doing, but at the same time, you don't want to burn yourself out. You know what I'm saying? Share the fun. Let those guys. You can't just keep depending on the same walking dub every week. You gotta get better as a teammate so you can step into that spot and get a dub yourself.
And it just like you see, share the wealth. You see the roster building. You see new people pull up into the arena from these rosters every time. Plus 10 waivers on a lot of these rosters. You're going to see I'm seeing some new waivers make a name for themselves literally through the league. You hear people say, they like, look, I don't see him post on the page, but every time I tune in to NBL, I'm seeing this waiver in the lineup. Who is this guy? The teams know who they are. Again, this is how certain waivers, they come to name. They come to get their thing going. Let's double check on the votes right here, right now. We got votes locked in. What do we have? We have, after 28 votes, we have 61% say WTBD gets the win tonight versus the Wolfpack. Now, that's a bold statement. Remember, parlay is locked in. Y'all know what y'all got to do. It's one thing to pick the winner, but how many games y'all think this is going to go? We about to find that out right here, right now. Let's get this game off the ground. Game number 1, WTBD, the Wolfpack. Matchup number 1 right here off the ground. We have Lish Lord versus Manny Lish Lord, Manny, locked in. You see the talent. Let's go with the votes. Direction quality, waiver 2. Definition, tie. Crown, waiver 2. Flow, waiver 2. Connects, waiver 2. Overall vote goes to waiver 2. One zip in this matchup. Let's go with the next vote. Directing quality, waiver 1. Definition, waiver 2. Crown, waiver 2. Flow, waiver 2. Connects, waiver 2. Overall vote goes to waiver 2. Two zip in this matchup. Let's go with another vote. Direction quality, tie. Definition, tie. Crown, waiver 2. Flow, waiver 2. Connects, waiver 2. Overall vote. And the dub in battle 1 goes to waiver 2. GG's, waiver 2 gets the dub. WTBD go up 1-0 over the Wolfpack. GG's a Lish Lord, GG's a Manny. We seen Lish Lord have a phenomenal week last week, getting it done for the squad. This week, he steps out at the 1. And WTBD got Manny at the 1. And we talk about this week in and week out. How you step out at the 1 is going to kind of set the tone with what each team is trying to do. Wolfpack went with Lish Lord. WTBD, they went with Manny. Co-host, any thoughts on what you've seen with this battle?
Yes, absolutely. Lich Lord, he got to keep going, keep working on capturing. All right, you gotta straighten out those sides, straighten out that crown. You know, people know what they gotta do. You just gotta have that consistency. Keep showing up. All right. Now Manny, he a veteran, tried and true wave Hall of Famer. You know what I'm saying? Big WTBD, and shout out to him. Co-host, you know, they used to have this show called Bars and Brushes a while ago. Him and Jamon, and Manny, he a veteran. He know what he doing. And all he got to do is keep going. But yeah, Lich Lord, figure out exactly how to capture. Are you going to be doing inside, outside? You're going to, work the different lightings. But overall, hey, GG's in the chat.
GG's in the chat. Good battle. And of course, Lish Lord, you're going to have time to still get better. I've noticed Lish Lord getting better and better in his progress once we seen week 1 going into week 2. We went from talking about working on a few things. Now we're talking to seeing all these things come together, and now they're starting to equal to some dubs and some good matches with some good waivers. So keep brushing again, like Brett said early in the program, keep that green light on. Y'all know what y'all got to do. Keep working, keep locking in. We have battle number 2 off the ground right here, right now. We have Vince versus Mach. Vince, Mach, WTBD, the Wolfpack. You see the talent. Let's go with the votes. Direction quality, waiver 2. Definition, tie. Crown, waiver 2. Flow, waiver 2. Connects, waiver 2. Overall vote goes to waiver 2. One zip in this matchup. Let's go with the next vote. Direction quality, tie. Definition, tie. Crown, waiver 1. Flow, waiver 1. Connects, waiver 2. Overall vote goes to waiver 1. 1-1 tie game. Let's go with another vote. Direction quality, tie. Definition, tie. Crown, waiver 1. Flow, waiver 1. Connects, waiver 2. Overall vote goes to waiver 1. 2-1. 2-1. We need another vote. Direction quality, tie. Definition, tie. Crown, waiver 1. Flow, waiver 1. Connects, waiver 2. Overall vote. And the dub in battle number 2 goes to waiver 1. GG's, waiver 1 gets the dub. Wolfpack tied the series against WTBD 1-1 after 2 battles locked in. They led at the 1. WTBD got the dub. Wolfpack counters. They said, we got Vince. We got one of our sharks at the 2. We going to see if we can get something done at the 2. Wolfpack pulled off a dub at the 2. Now the series is tied 1-1. Brett, your thoughts on that last battle?
Man, this was a great battle. I'm looking at it, and like you said, Vince, he a shark. He a real problem out here. Now, Mach, he's just got to capture. I can see what he's doing with that crown work, but it's not translating to the four-way. You know what I'm saying? If I saw him in person, he probably looking like Brownie Blends or something like that. But he's got to figure out the type of lighting to create that detail in that crown shot. But I'm gonna have to agree with the voters. I think Vince took it, and rightfully so. You know, GG's in the chat.
GG's in the chat. Now, and I know what we might be talking about when we see different textures go versus textures like this. You see coarse hair waivers going versus medium and that straight hair type avenue or adjacent type texture. It's still going to be depending on who's voting, what they're looking at, where they seen this waiver go in their progress, et cetera, et cetera. Now, we've seen both waivers in the arena before. We've seen both waivers get dubs before. Now, when they lock up and go mano-y-mano, that's when we see the match that we just seen, depending on who's voting. They're going to look at it, and Brett broke it down for y'all. Like, look, the judges, in his opinion, got it right. Now, this is the part that we talk about where the judges got to dig deep and find out what's going to be the call when you see textures like this go pound for pound. And again, that's going to be up to the voters and what they feel and what they're going with. But as we stand here, the series is tied up 1-1. We have battle number 3 on deck. We have K-Wayne versus Humble back in the arena for the Wolfpack. K-Wayne with WTBD. You see the talent. We got the votes locked in. Let's lock. Direction quality. Waiver 2. Definition. Waiver 1. Crown. Tie. Flow. Waiver 2. Connects. Waiver 2. Overall vote goes to waiver 2. 1-0. 1-0 in this matchup. Let's go with another vote. Direction quality. Tie. Definition. Waiver 1. Crown. Tie. Flow. Waiver 1. Connects. Waiver 1. Overall vote goes to waiver 1. 1-1 tie game. Tie game. Let's go with another vote. Direction quality. Waiver 2. Definition. Waiver 1. Crown. Waiver 1. Flow. Waiver 2. Connects. Tie. Overall vote goes to waiver 1. 2-1. 2-1. We need another vote. Direction quality. Tie. Definition. Waiver 1. Crown. Waiver 2. Flow. Waiver 2. Connects. Waiver 1. Overall vote goes to waiver 2. 2-2. Tie game. Sudden death. First sudden death of the night, ladies and gents. Sudden death. K-Wayne. Humble. Next waiver with a vote wins. Direction quality. Tie. Definition. Tie. Crown. Tie again. Flow. Waiver 1. Connects. Waiver 1. Overall vote. And the dub. And battle number 3 goes to waiver 1. GG's. Waiver 1 gets the dub. The Wolfpack go up 2-1 versus the returning champions of WTBD. Brett, your thoughts on that last battle?
Wow. Aaron Hunt, he came to play. He's tired of the outside noise, and he showed up this time, and he gave us what he needed to do. He got the job done. Now, K-Wayne, we could see some forks in his top shot and his crown. He just got to get more definition there, or if there is definition, he just has to capture better so that we see what he sees in his mirror. But I think the right waiver won this battle. Good game.
It's definitely the GGs, and one thing I would add out, I like to see that K-Wayne's lighter has gotten better. His light work, just trying things. I can tell he's trying things. He's got some dubs under his belt, getting the lighting right. I can still see he's finding that medium, like, well, what light, where the light got to be at? I got to have the light over here. I got to make sure everything's locked in. I think he's doing an absolute great job getting his lighting down to where he wants to get in. And once he lock in the fours, I like where he's going to be moving forward going into the second half. GG's a K-Wayne, GG's a Humble. The Wolfpack, after 3 games, sit in the league 2-1. We have game number 4 here, right here on the line now. WTBD is facing elimination.
Uh-oh.
If they get this game done, they can make it and force a game 5. However, if Wolfpack can get this game done in the game 4 right here, right now, it's a wrap. It's curtains. Can WTBD stay alive to force a game 5? We're about to find out right here, right now. Battle number 4. We have Drew versus Reggie, the young bull. Drew, Reggie, in the arena. Wolfpack versus WTBD. You see the talent. Let's go with the votes. Directing quality, waiver 2. Definition, waiver 1. Crown, waiver 2. Flow, waiver 1. Connects, waiver 1. Overall vote goes to waiver 1. One zip in this matchup. Let's go with another vote. Direction quality, tie. Definition, tie. Crown, waiver 2. Flow, waiver 2. Connects, waiver 1. Overall vote goes to waiver 2. 1-1, tie game. Let's go with another vote. Direction quality, tie. Definition, waiver 2. Crown, tie. Flow, waiver 2. Connects, waiver 2. Overall vote goes to waiver 2. 2-1. We need another vote. Direction quality, tie. Definition, tie. Crown, waiver 1. Flow, waiver 1. Connects, tie. Overall vote, waiver 1. 2-2 tie game again. WTBD facing elimination in a tie game with the young bull at the 4th spot. Next waiver with a vote wins. Direction quality, waiver 2. Definition, tie. Crown, waiver 2. Flow, waiver 1. Connects, tie. Overall vote. And the dub in battle number 4 goes to waiver 2. GG's waiver 2 gets the dub. WTBD stay alive to force a game 5 versus the Wolfpack, tying the series 2-2 versus the Wolfpack. Brett, your thoughts on that last matchup?
This was a great match right here. Shout out to King of Georgia. You know, shout out to the young Thundercat, Reggie. Pulled through for his squad, but it's 2-2 right now. And it's just keep going. Keep going. We at the halfway mark. We got 7 more weeks after this 2-week break. Don't let up. Brush through the break. Keep on going through the break. Don't stop just because you don't have a 4-way to turn in. And hey, good game in the chat, man. Shout out to Reggie. Shout out to Drew.
And GG's in the chat for Reggie. GG's in the chat for Drew. Again, 2 waivers you've seen step out in the arena before. You see them rep their teams. They might have had some down weeks, but this week, based on the psychology of the captains of WTBD, they said, I like where Reggie's playing. Let's put him at the 4. And if we're in a position where we might be facing elimination, I like my bread on Reggie. They got it done. Shout out to the captains, getting it done, getting Reggie at the 4, keeping the squad alive, facing elimination to force a game 5. Now, the question that we get to, the number 1, the $1 million question when we come down to each team's, who's locked in at the 5? We're looking at both captains. They're looking at the roster. They're all right, check this shit out. We go against this team. If we get to a game 5, who do we want to close the door for the squad? We need to throw everything we need to throw at this. The lock in the game 5 is only one battle that's going to separate us from victory. I'm going with this waiver. We have game number 5 on deck right here, right now. This battle is going to get it done. We have Slow-Mo versus Kiss the Wave Daniel, locked in for game number 5, game on the line. Wolfpack versus WTBD. You see the talent. Let's go with the votes. Direction quality, waiver 2. Definition, waiver 2. Crown, waiver 2. Flow, waiver 2. Connects, waiver 1. Overall vote goes to waiver 2. 1 zip in this matchup. 1 zip. Let's go to the next vote. Direction quality, waiver 2. Definition, waiver 2. Crown, waiver 2. Flow, waiver 2. Connects, waiver 1. Overall vote goes to waiver 2. 2 zip. 2 zip in this matchup. Let's go with another vote. Direction quality, waiver 2. Definition, waiver 2. Crown, waiver 2. Flow, waiver 2. Connects, waiver 2. All cats for waiver 2. And the dub goes to waiver 2 with the game winner. GG's. WTBD gets the win in a game 5 versus the Wolfpack, sealing the deal 3-2 versus the Wolfpack in a game 5. Brett, your thoughts on this battle? I mean, it was a good battle leading up to that 5th battle. What's your thoughts on this last battle?
Now, the Crown is what won this for WTBD. You know, shout out to Kiss the Wave. He put that crown work in, and it negated that top fork and those forks on his left side. But waiver 1, Slow-Mo, the new Slow-Mo, he's gonna have to get that crown activated. He gotta just his connects, his flow is on point, but his crown area is just lacking that oomph that you need to be a National Brush League waiver. You know what I mean? Like this top tier right here, this is the best of the best. So he's gonna have to get those like 2 more rings in there, get that third, maybe 3 rings all the way developed, and he's gonna be a problem, a walking dub, as they say. But right now, he got some work to do. But great game, man. Shout out to WTBD.
Shout out to WTBD getting the win done. And again, for the Wolfpack, hey, look, this is not over. I've seen y'all take some of the best teams in this league to 5 games. And here again, we sit in another week. Y'all take the returning champions to a game 5. Now, I mean, look, I mean, you got the glass is half full at this point. I mean, if you're taking all these good teams to a game 5, there's only that one difference. That one difference maker, again, at the 5, whether you're at the 4 trying to shut the door on elimination with a 3-1 dub, and if you make it to the 5, you got to have that X factor locked in. And I think that might be the piece that's separating the Wolfpack right now from being a top team in the league, putting fear into the minds of the teams that you've seen, like the returning champions of WTBD, but they got it done. WTBD gets it done. Game number 2 of the night. We got a nice one for y'all, folks. We have the undefeated Wave Cartel versus Drip Set. Let's get the voting together. Who wins tonight? We have Drip Set or the Wave Cartel. You decide. Voting locked in. Get your parlays going. I mean, if your parlays ain't get cooked for the first game, I mean, I don't know what y'all got going on. Is everybody parlays checked out already after game number 1? I mean, WTBD, Wolfpack. Did anybody in this chat right here, right now, have the Wolfpack going to game 5 versus WTBD? Now, y'all might have had WTBD get the dub, but 5 games, going 5 games. If you got that going 5 games, your parlay is still good. Your parlay is still on fire. And now you got to get through game 2. We have the Wave Cartel. We got Drip Set. Who knows what y'all think is going? It's over. I had us going to game 5. All right. Y'all had them going to game 5. And I think you had the dub for the pack, which again, very, very close for the Dice Man. That's a very close call. You was this close They're actually locking in possibly one of the biggest upsets in the first half. But I hear somebody parlay still good. They had Wave Cartel in 5. Last time I checked, they still had Knicks in 5. Why not? Let's just keep everything consistent and go WTBD in 5 versus the Wolfpack. I like what you're thinking, Dad Shell. Let's get ready to go with the votes. We got everything locked in right here, right now. Let's see what the voting is looking like in the chat. 26 votes in. The voting is looking very interesting for a team that's undefeated going up against Dripset. Now we're going to talk about the psyche of the captains and how they was putting things together as we see this thing unfold. But I know for a fact it's always a chess match that's going down with the cartel. It's always a chess match going down with Dripset. There's always chess to be played when we talk about these lineups. And now we got 27 votes locked in. And the community has spoken. They say with 57%, the Wave Cartel gets the dub tonight versus Dripset. Dripset with 43% of the votes. Very, very interesting. There's a confidence. There's a confidence that the community still has in Dripset that I don't think we seen them have weeks prior. I think Dripset quietly snuck in the conversation of being one of the best teams in the league. Dare I say a playoff team to take on the champs, but they're quietly becoming that team where just like, I don't give a fuck if they're going up against the undefeated Wave Cartel. I got a feeling they can possibly pull up an upset. All right, let's go to battle number 1. Battle number 1. Right here in the arena, we have Demo versus Danny Doom. Demo, Danny Doom, the Wave Cartel versus Dripset. You see the talent. Let's go with the votes. Direction quality, waiver 1. Definition, waiver 1. Crown, waiver 1. Flow, waiver 2. Connects, waiver 2. Overall vote goes to waiver 2. 1 zip. 1 zip in this matchup. Let's go with another vote. Direction quality, waiver 1. Definition, waiver 1. Crown, waiver 1. Flow, waiver 2. Connects, tie. Overall vote goes to waiver 1. 1-1 tie game. 1-1 tie game. Let's go with another vote. Direction quality, tie. Definition, tie. Crown, waiver 2. Flow, waiver 2. Connects, tie. Overall vote goes to waiver 2. 2-1 in this matchup. 2-1. We need another vote. Direction quality, tie. Definition, tie. Crown, tie again. Flow, waiver 2. Connects, waiver 2. Overall vote and the dub in battle number 1 goes to waiver 2. GG's, waiver 2 gets the dub. Dripset go up 1-0 versus the Wave Cartel in battle number 1. Brett,
Wow.
Your thoughts on that battle?
Right now, I think Demo is triggered to high hell right now. And I don't, at first glance, when I look at Danny's four-way, it looks real crummy. But when you zoom in, you see that he's in the lab. The light is on. He's brushing. He got flow. And the judges, more than one judge, gave him the battle. So Demo just got to keep doing what he's doing, keep going, keep getting better. Because when you lose to Danny, you're going to be sad. And I think he's going to be crying on his pillow like a newborn baby. But you just got to get tough, man. Get over it. Keep going. GG's.
Demo, don't listen to the noise. Demo, I know what's going on in the chat. I see what's going on. I know the history. Do not listen to the noise, Demo. You're still a part of the best team in the league, regardless what happens tonight. Do not listen to the noise. Keep your eye on the prize. Lock the fuck in. Y'all know what y'all doing. Drip set now have the lead. 1-0 after battle number 1. We are going into battle number 2 right now, ladies and gents. We have Great Lake Nate versus Tommy 2 Tom in the arena. The Wave Cartel, Drip set. You see the talent. Let's go with the votes. Direction quality, waiver 2. Definition, waiver 2. Crown, tie. Flow, waiver 2. Connects, waiver 2. Overall vote goes to waiver 2. 1-0 in this matchup. Let's go with the next vote. Direction quality, waiver 1. Definition, waiver 2. Crown, tie. Flow, waiver 1. Connects, waiver 1. Overall vote goes to waiver 1. 1-1 tie game. Tie game. Let's go with another vote. Direction quality, tie. Definition, waiver 2. Crown, waiver 1. Flow, tie. Connects, waiver 1. Overall vote goes to waiver 1. 2-1, 2-1. We need another vote. Direction quality, tie. Definition, waiver 2. Crown, waiver 1. Flow, tie. Connects, waiver 1. Overall vote. And the dub in battle number 2 goes to waiver 1. GG's, waiver 1 gets the dub. The Wave Cartel tied the series 1-1 over Drip set. Tommy 2 Tom getting it done versus Great Lake Nate. Brett, your thoughts on that battle?
1-1, man. My 12-round brethren took an L. But shout out to Great Lake Nate. He always show up. And Thomas Baron, hey, you know them guys got their light on. They 5-0 right now. They haven't been beaten yet. So, man, he's brushing. He got a light lit under him, a fire lit in him. And Nate, I mean, he's been pretty consistent. His ways are smoother, but you can see some crashes here and there that he's going to have to get rid of. But hey, GG's in the chat. 1-1. Let's go.
GG's in the chat. 1-1. And I see Tommy get a come. Why am I constantly getting knocked on definition? I think, again, when it comes down to the waivers that you're battling against, and I think it's more or less, again, I could be bugging on this. I'm not the judges, but what I think, I'm getting into the mindset of the judge. They're looking at the shoreline. If we had to compare shorelines, and you're looking at shorelines, and again, without using the word tie, when we talk about that shoreline, I think Nate slightly has an edge when we talk about the shoreline to the crown. Again, crown down, that includes the shoreline. I think he might have the slight edge on that definition category just because of that. But I think that's about it. I don't see nothing else, because outside of everything, I see you getting the nod versus connects based on the imperfection Nate has in his progress. More or less the sides, even in the crown era, I think you still got a better thing locked in with connects and everything. With that said, I think the voters got it right on that. 1-1. Tie game. The series is tied right here, right now. Definitely we gonna work on, again, getting the ties, understanding you gotta pick somebody. When you see the definition, crown, connects, you got to pick a side. We have battle number 3 off the ground right here, right now. In the arena, we have Kaya versus Mont. Kaya, Mont. Battle number 3 in the arena right here, right now. The Wave Cartel versus Drip Set. You see the talent. Let's go with the votes. Direction quality, waiver 1. Definition, waiver 1. Crown, waiver 1. Flow, waiver 1. Connects, waiver 1. Overall vote goes to waiver 1. 1-0 in this matchup. 1-0. Let's go with the next vote. Direction quality, waiver 1. Definition, waiver 1. Crown, waiver 1. Flow, waiver 1. Connects, waiver 1. Overall vote goes to waiver 1. 2-0. 2-0. We need another vote. Direction quality, waiver 1. Definition, waiver 1. Crown, Flow, Connects, all cats waiver 1 and the dub. And battle number 3 goes to waiver 1 GG's. Waiver 1 gets the dub. The Wave Cartel up 2-0 versus Dripset after 3 games. Brett, your thought on that battle?
Wow, Kaya is a monster. He is definitely a monster. He know what he's doing with that brush. Shout out to Sale, shout out to Demo, because that's what his pattern looks like to me a little bit. Now, Wavy Mont, he got to work on getting a more HD picture. It just looks fuzzy. You know what I'm saying? It's not showing his true pattern just off the fuzziness of his camera. It looked like he used the orange or something to take the picture. I don't know. But shout out to the Wave Cartel, man. They doing their thing. GG's in the chat.
GG's in the chat. And remember what we talked about earlier. We talked about each team or certain teams out there having development with certain waivers that's a walking dub. And right now, as we speak, going halfway through the season, we're about to go into the second half. Fair to say Kaya is officially literally the walking dub with the Wave Cartel. And I, like, definitely is a force to be reckoned with going into the second half. You're going to have to see Kaya in the playoffs. You're going to have to see Kaya week to week, including if y'all make it to the finals. You already know 9 times out of 10, you will have to deal with a walking dub of that magnitude. So the best thing to do for other teams on the outside looking in, you have to get a waiver that meets and matches that caliber. That's what a walking dub looks like. And we're going to see more walking dubs going through the week and going through all the weeks going into the second half. You're definitely going to see that. But right now, as we stand, the Wave Cartel up 2-1. Dripset now facing elimination going into game number 4. Now looking at the psyche of the captains, they looking, all right, if we get number 4, we facing elimination. Who we gonna put out there? We have Monat versus Wave Man locked in Dripset. The Wave Cartel. We got the Wave Man. We got Dame. Is it Dame time? We're about to find out. Let's look at the votes. Direction quality. Waiver 1. Definition. Tie. Crown. Waiver 2. Flow. Waiver 1. Connects. Waiver 2. Overall vote goes to waiver 2. 1 zip in this matchup. 1 zip. Let's go with the next vote. Direction quality. Tie. Definition. Tie. Crown, waiver 2. Flow, waiver 2. Connects, tie. Overall vote goes to waiver 2. 2 zip in this matchup. Let's go with another vote. Direction quality, tie. Definition, tie. Crown, waiver 2. Flow, waiver 1. Connects, waiver 2. Overall vote. And the dub in battle number 4 goes to waiver 2. GG's. Waiver 2 gets the dub. Dripset tie the series 2-2 versus the undefeated Wave Cartel after 4 games. Brett, your thoughts on that battle?
Sudden death. You gotta love it. Shout out to Mike Minot. Shout out to Mr. Wave Man. I think they just got to take these 2 weeks and get that definition in the crown for both of them. You know, no more low cuts. It's serious now. You're trying to be fresh. You're trying to go to prom. You're trying to go to the wedding or something. Just tell the taper, keep it below my ear, and, you know, taper the back, round it off or whatever. But, hey, good game in the chat, man. Let's see who finishes this out. Will the Wave Cartel walk away undefeated in week 7 or not?
And this is the first time exactly that I've seen a certain pressure, a certain fire lit up under the Wave Cartel. We're just like, holy shit, we might be facing our first L before we actually get out of the first half. Now, if they make it through this battle, they make it through the first half of the season undefeated. Who knows what can happen going into the second half. But one thing's for sure, they're going to say, hey, look, if you look at that week 7 matchup, versus Dripset, They forced a Game 5 with the undefeated Wave Cartel, who everybody thought was invincible. Now let's go to a Game 5. And again, the question is raised. Who does Dripset have to close the door? Wave Cartel, who's at the 5 spot to close the door? We have 360 Matt versus No Bo, locked in for the Wave Cartel at the 5. Wave Cartel versus Dripset, game on the line. You see the talent? Let's go with the votes. Direction quality, waiver 1. Definition, waiver 1. Crown, waiver 1. Flow, waiver 1. Connects, waiver 1. Overall vote goes to waiver 1. One zip in this matchup. Let's go with another vote. Direction quality, tie. Definition, tie. Crown, waiver 1. Flow, waiver 1. Connects, tie. Overall vote goes to waiver 1. Two zip. We need another vote. Direction quality, waiver 1. Definition, waiver 1. Crown, waiver 1. Flow, waiver 1. Connects, waiver 1. Overall vote. And the dub with the game winner goes to waiver 1. GG's. Waiver 1 gets the dub. The Wave Cartel wins the series 3-2 over Dripset. No Bo with the game winner. Your thoughts on this series and the match overall, Brett?
Great series. I love it when it goes to at the buzzer. It's decided at the buzzer. But Nobo, he a real problem. He in South Africa, but he knows what to do with that brush. And this guy right here at the 2 spot, you remember his name, Kato?
360 Matt.
Okay, 360 Matt. He just got to work on getting all that skin out of the picture. I don't want to see his eye and his nose and his eyebrow and his cheek and all that stuff, but he's definitely on demon time with his brush as well. And he got to figure out that lighting, and he got to get that crown center just right, and he could finish that inner ring. It looks like a little bit like a C. I think that was kind of his downfall on his sides, but overall, his pattern looks really well, really good. But Nobo, he a shark too. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the Wave Cartel. GG's in the chat.
GG's in the chat. And of course, we talked about those waivers that have a certain talent that you don't see them that much on the page, but you see them step out in the arena, and then you're looking around, like, who is this guy? This is what we're talking about with 360 Matt. He's very, very close to becoming a force to be reckoned with on Dripset. You see him show up week in and week out. He's getting better. He's moving that brush. But dare I say, the Wave Cartel sitting with 2, maybe possibly even 3 walking dubs on their squad, I think it's a strong case to be made for Nobo. Literally sitting in that spot. It don't matter where you put him at, the 1, the 2, the 3, the 5, to close the door. I think Nobo is technically putting that conversation as a walking dub. I don't know, Brett. That's just me. How you feel about that?
He brushing. He definitely putting in that work in, and I ain't mad at it. You know what I'm saying? He top 10 out of 125K. He up there. He one of them.
GG to the Wave Cartel. GG to Dripset. The Wave Cartel now sitting still undefeated at 6-0. Going into the second half, the 2-week break, well-deserved. Y'all locked in at 6-0. Y'all survived 7 weeks of locking the fucking getting it done versus all the teams in the league. And now we go to our game of the night. We have Supreme versus TWM. Can Supreme, before getting into the second half of the season, can they pull off their first win of the season and get out of here with a dub? Let's lock in the vote in here right now. Who wins tonight? We have TWM versus Supreme.
3-2 versus 0-5. They're going to get to it. Keep going, guys. Just keep brushing.
Let's get the voting locked in right now. Game of the night, and I think it's only right, being that we're going into the second half, that we have Supreme locked in at a game of the night because I just got a kind of feeling that, like I said last week, I got a feeling they will taste victory one way or another, whether it's this first half or the second half. I just got a feeling about Supreme and the way they playing right now and the way the other players on their team. We know Breeze is going to breeze, but I've noticed something that everybody else has noticed. The players around her are starting to up their game a little bit. The players around them are starting to get better week to week. We talk about Q Ford. We talk about the Najis. We talk about the Wavy Painters of the world. I got a feeling that this team around that walking dub, they're getting closer and closer to being up there with all the other teams that got walking dubs. And all you need is the right players in place to help get those wins in between. Get the walking dub in place. Next thing you know, maybe force a game 5, maybe close the door 3-1. We're about to find out. Let's see the votes. The votes are rolling in right here, right now. Votes are rolling in. Game of the night. Voting is looking very interesting. Y'all rock the vote. We're going to get that done because, of course, we still got the giveaway after we talk about the schedule. We're going to talk about rolling into the second half. We're going to talk about a good question that was raised on UPC. If the playoffs started now, what would the landscape look like if the playoffs start now? We're going to talk about that once we get this battle done, and then we're going to talk about the 2-week break, going to that, the trades, anything you want to do with moving your roster around, you'll have time. We also have dates on when the rosters are due. We're going to get all that off the ground once we get this last game done. 21 votes in. The community has spoken. 71% say TWM will get the dub tonight. 29%, however, say I think Supreme get it done tonight. I think Supreme get it done versus TWM tonight. That's what I'm talking about. Again, so again, the glass is always half full. We got battle number 1 off the ground right here, right now. Game of the night. We have T Fresh versus Static. T Fresh, Static, TWM, Supreme. You see the talent? Let's go with the votes. Direction quality, waiver 2. Definition, waiver 1. Crown, waiver 2. Flow, waiver 1. Connects, waiver 1. Overall vote goes to waiver 1. One zip in his matchup. Let's go with another vote. Direction quality, tie. Definition, waiver 1. Crown, tie. Flow, waiver 1. Connects, waiver 1. Overall vote goes to waiver 1. Two zip in his matchup. Let's go with another vote. Direction quality, waiver 2. Definition, waiver 1. Crown, waiver 1. Flow, waiver 1. Connects, waiver 1. All cats go to waiver 1 and the dub. And battle number 1 goes to waiver 1. GG's. Waiver 1 gets the dub. TWM go up 1-0 over the Supreme. Still looking for their first dub. Brett, your thoughts on that battle number 1?
This battle right here, it was a clear-cut case. But Static, he's still going to have to get that crown right if he ever wants that 1 spot back. And we all know T-Fresh, she going to have to get them sides together. And you don't necessarily have to take your four-way straight out the rag. There's no rule. Your hair needs to be compressed, it needs to be laid. But you can brush those do-rag lines out before you take your four-way. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who told y'all otherwise, but hey, good games in the chat, man. We already knew the outcome of this one before we even saw the votes.
Yep, GG's in the chat. And again, these are the small notes that you take away from these matchups when you do the unrag. We can tell based on visuals what the unrag is going to look like going straight to the 4. There's still a small window where you could clean up some things before you actually go to take that 4. And these are some of the things that some waivers might take for granted. They might not do it. They might say, look, I could just unrag and take the 4. And then we go out there. But like when you unrag, there's still a small window to clean some things up. Whether you want to clean the shoreline up a little bit, you still want to have your shit laid, you still want to be clean. but there's still a small window where you can clean some things up, then take the 4 and get after it. That's what we're talking about with the edges. And of course, now we sit 1-0. TWM in the league, 1-0. We have battle number 2 off the ground right here, right now. We have Q Ford versus Audi. Q Ford, Audi. TWM versus Supreme. You see the talent. Let's go with the votes. Directs and quality, waiver 2. Definition, waiver 1. Crown, tie. Flow, waiver 1. Connects, waiver 1. Overall vote goes to waiver 1. 1-0 in this matchup. Let's go with another vote. Directs and quality, waiver 1. Definition, tie. Crown, waiver 2. Flow, tie. Connects, waiver 1. Overall vote goes to waiver 1. 2-0. 2-0 in this matchup. Let's go with another vote. Directs and quality, tie. Definition, tie. Crown, waiver 1. Flow, waiver 1. Connects, waiver 2. Overall vote. And the dub in battle number 2 goes to waiver 1. GG's. Waiver 1 gets the dub. TWM go up 2-0 over Supreme after 2 games. Brett, your thoughts on that last battle?
Great game. Great game. Shout out to Aaron Audi. Shout out to Q Ford. You know what I'm saying? Them guys definitely brushing. And I think this battle was closer than the votes allowed, than what the vote said. Because Q4, he's not too far off. And Aaron Hall, once he get them kinks ironed out, he's going to be a walking dub for the wavy movement. I'm calling it now. But they both have work to do. But the right waiver won this battle. Shout out to the judges. GG's in the chat.
GG's in the chat. And I can definitely say for Q Ford, after seeing Q Ford in week 1, week 2, week 3, the weeks I've seen him playing, I can easily say his progress has made a jump to get better and better every time he showed up to the arena. So hats off to Q Ford getting it done. He's one of the waivers in that position. You get around a waiver like Breeze. You line them up in a lineup. If Q Ford could get a dub, you sit him next to the walking dub. Next thing you know, there could be a position where Supreme might be in a good spot to be where they need to be to get that dub. We have battle number 3 already locked in. We have Jeff versus Breeze. Jeff, Breeze, TWM versus Supreme. You see the talent locked in. Let's go with the votes. Directs and quality, waiver 1. Definition, waiver 2. Crown, waiver 2. Flow, waiver 2. Connect, waiver 2. Overall vote goes to waiver 2. 1-0 in this matchup. Let's go with another vote. Directs and quality, tie. Definition, tie. Crown, waiver 2. Flow, waiver 2. Connect, waiver 2. Overall vote goes to waiver 2. 2-0. We need another vote. Directs and quality, tie. Definition, waiver 1. Crown, waiver 2. Flow, waiver 2. Connects, waiver 2. Overall vote. And the dub in battle number 3 goes to waiver 2. GG's. Waiver 2 gets the dub. Supreme fight back. 2-1 versus TWM after 3 games. Not so fast on the 3 and out. Once Breeze step up at that number 3. Brett, your thoughts on that battle?
I'm going to have to apologize to Jazzy Jeff. I told him to cut his head off and throw it in the trash, but he is making progress at a very rapid pace. Shout out to Jazzy Jeff. I see you in the gym double time. He lifting weights and he moving that brush. But Breeze, she's a walking dub. She's what we talking about becoming. She sits in the number 1 spot on all pages right now. You know what I'm saying? Only person bested her in the last 2 years is probably 12-round Sistren, Cito Corleone. And that's Wave of Thrones, a couple years ago, a year ago. But GG's in the chat. Keep fighting. Let's see. Fight back, Supreme.
GG's, and of course, just locking everything and keeping the stats in check. Breeze is still undefeated going from last year going into this year, covering the first half of the season, still sitting undefeated, if I'm not mistaken, at 6-0 on an individual standing record. Shout out to Breeze, getting it done again. The walking dub, that's what you want to become on your team. Now the thing is getting the pieces around the walking dub. If you can get to that point, now that gets you a step closer to being in the mix. And we got game number 4 off the ground right here, right now. Supreme's facing elimination in this game 4. We've seen this in the last 2 matchups. This number 4 spot is very, very pivotal when you're catching eliminations. We have Najee versus DVD. Locked in. DVD, Najee, TWM, Supreme. You see the talent. Let's go with the votes. Direction quality, waiver 2. Definition, waiver 1. Crown, waiver 2. Flow, waiver 2. Connects, waiver 2. Overall vote goes to waiver 2. One zip in the matchup. Let's go with another vote. Direction quality, tie. Definition, tie. Crown, waiver 2. Flow, waiver 2. Connects, waiver 1. Overall vote goes to waiver 2. 2 to zip. 2 to zip in this matchup. Let's go with another vote. Direction quality, tie. Definition, waiver 1. Crown, waiver 2. Flow, waiver 2. Connects, waiver 2. Overall vote. And the dub in game number 4 goes to waiver 2. GG's. Waiver 2 gets the dub. Supreme fight back. Tying the series 2-2 versus TWM, forcing a game 5 and a game of the night. Brett, your thoughts on that battle?
Man, great game. Najee showed up, and they doing what you just talked about. They're beginning to become the pieces that can help Breeze get at least a dub, for crying out loud. But DVD, he got some work to do. Get in the lab, keep going, get that fine-tooth comb and that hard brush, and you're gonna be okay. He's brushing the right angles, but he just got to do it more consistently. Now Najee, his hair is growing in, and we knew when he got that low cut, we said, man, all you got to do is let that thing grow in, and that's exactly what he's doing. So, you know, the judges got it right. GG's in the chat.
GG's in the chat, and again, Supreme said, look, at the 3, we got Breeze. At the 4, we're going to take our chances with Najee. Najee got it done at the 4, forcing a game 5. Now the question raised again. Tonight, we've had not 1, not 2, but 3 game 5s locked in. Probably the first time we've seen all season. I ain't gonna lie, the excitement going, closing out the first half. This is what the mid-season finale of this season is supposed to feel like. All games going to a game 5, sudden death all across the board. From game 1 to game 3, we have the game of the night. Who's gonna close the door for TWM? Who do they want to close the door for Supreme? We're about to find out right here, right now. Game number 5 with the game on the line. We have Wavy Painter versus Carry On, live in the arena. After his hiatus, he's back in the arena, ladies and gents. TWM, Supreme, you see the talent. Game on the line. Let's go with the votes. Direction quality, waiver 2. Definition, tie. Crown, waiver 1. Flow, waiver 1. Connects, tie. Overall vote goes to waiver 1. 1 zip in this matchup. 1 zip. Let's go with another vote. Direction quality, waiver 1. Definition, waiver 1. Crown, waiver 1. Flow, tie. Connects, waiver 1. Overall vote goes to waiver 1. 2 zip. 2 zip in this matchup. Let's go with another vote. Direction quality, tie. Definition, waiver 1. Crown, waiver 1. Flow, waiver 2. connects. Waiver 2. Overall vote goes to waiver 2. 2-1. 2-1. We need another vote. Direction quality. Waiver 1. Definition. Waiver 1. Crown. Waiver 1. Flow. Waiver 1. Connects. Waiver 1. Overall vote. And the dub in game 5 with the game winner goes to waiver 1. GG's. Waiver 1 gets the dub. TWM gets the dub, winning the series over Supreme 3-2 after 5 games. Supreme forced a game 5, but at the end of the day, Carry On stepped back in the arena after his hiatus, hits a game winner for his squad, closing out the first half. Brett, your thoughts on this last battle?
Man, that was a great game. You know what I'm saying? Great battle. Carry On. There he is. We've been looking for him for a while. We thought he was going to be battling Demo, battling this person. He talked, he got a win, he deaf. But hey, he showed up when they really needed him, kept the outside noise outside, and he got the dub. Now, Wavy Painter, she just got to, she going to have to figure out something with that crown area. It looks like she's trying to beehive it. Maybe she swirled it. Or she just has to figure out how to close it up some so that it's just not so open, you know what I mean? But she knows what she's doing with that brush. Her waves look smooth, her flow looks smooth. It just kinks here and there, and then that crown area, you know, she just got to figure out how to get it closed and closer. But overall, hey, GG's in the chat.
GG's in the chat. TWM getting it done with all the teams with the wins locked in tonight. Let's look at the standings and see how everything maps out, where last week we had the tie. We had the 3-way tie. Let's see what the standing is looking like now after the games. As you can see, we have TWM still at the top of the food chain at 6-0 going into the second half. TWM with tonight's win moves up to second place in the standings at 4-2. WTBD tying TWM for that second place spot, sitting at 4-2 with a tie for second place for the returning champions locked in. Drip Set at 500 going into the second half at 3-3. The Wolfpack still sitting in a position for the playoffs at 2-4, alongside with the affiliates at 2-4. Literally going into the second half. Unfortunate Supreme still looking for that first dub in the second half. They will be outside. They will be in the arena, still looking for that dub. Now, the question that was raised, I was watching UPC, the question that was raised, if the playoffs was to start today, how would everything map out? Now, we know 6 teams are getting in. 6 teams are getting in. Now, looking at the way the seedings would go, I would probably do what we did last season, where we had the 1 play the 6 seed, the 2 seed play the 5, the 3 play the 4, and then we just let the bracket challenge go through like that. So if the playoffs was to start today, the Wave Cartel would have the affiliates in the first round. TWM would have the Wolfpack in the first round. And WTBD would have Drip Set in the first round. So the matchups that we've seen, if you're seeing these teams locked up already, go back, look at the rebroadcast. These teams locked up already. And looking at that Drip Set versus WTBD matchup, that would be very interesting to see them in the first round. Being that the last time these two teams locked up, I think Drip Set got the dub in a very, very big fashion. It didn't even go to a game 5, ladies and gents. So it would be very interesting if the playoffs was to start right now. Would WTBD be in trouble? I don't know. You got to be the judge and go look at the game, look at everything mapped out. Would the lineup be different? Probably. The lineup would be very different based on if we talking regular season, we talking playoffs. I think a lot could be said for that lineup, but that matchup in the middle of the pack, that Drip Set versus WTBD matchup would be very, very interesting to see in the first round. But as we stand right here, right now, Wave Cartel still 6-0. And again, no matter what goes on with the matchup. They got pushed to a game 5 tonight. We might see that again going into the second half. We might not. They might step out in the second half and say, look, we're not playing with y'all no more. Like, look, we locking in our teams, we lining up our walking dubs, and we gonna try to get this shit done in 3. We don't want to see a game 5 no more. This might be the goal. Again, the psyche of the captains. The psyche of what they trying to see. For Supreme, y'all already know what y'all got to do. I like the way Supreme is playing week in, week out. I don't care about the outcome. I like the way their players are stepping up every week. Now they're pushing game 5s. This is that last step it takes before the dub happens. This is how I know for a fact Supreme will get the dub. Now, going into the second half, looking at the standings right now, talking about week number 8. Week number 8 is going to be the second half. That's when the second half is going to start. The beginning of week 8, we will have the Wave Cartel versus the Wolfpack. Fresh off the 2-week break, we'll have the Affiliates versus WTBD. And then we'll have TWM versus Dripset. Supreme will get the bye going into the second half. So they got good rest time. They got the 2 weeks, and then they'll have an additional week once the season kicks off again to get a lot of things in order. I think that's going to be a perfect window for that team to get more things in order, regroup, get ready to kick off the second half in style to get ready for week 8. Now, for the lineups and everything going, I already made a status about it. Between the 19th and the 25th, that's when the rosters for the second half will be due. I say again, between the 19th and the 25th, rosters will be due for all the teams, whether you're making roster changes, whether you're adding waivers to the team, need to redo the roster, just write down the roster or edit the roster that you sent me and say, this is the roster we're going with the second half. You might want to take some waivers off. You might thought they was able to compete in the first half. Find out, nah, they won't be able to compete in the first half. Let's look at the second half. Now, I don't want Brett to throw no predictions out there. I don't want no predictions being thrown out there. So I'm going to be the one y'all get to point the finger at. It's just certain waivers. Now I'm going to just name a few names, put a few names out there I would love to see perform in the second half. Now y'all hear the whereabouts of Cash. I don't know what team he's going to be on. I don't know what he's going to be involved in. Will he be represented by WTBD? Will he be a free agent picked up by someone else to maybe show up in the second half and make a buzz for the squad? I would be very interested to see where that waiver lines up, and I would be more interested to see him in a lineup in the second half. Another waiver that comes to mind, last time I checked, I think there's a waiver by the name of Jay Foreign that is on the new squad that I think he might not feel that he's ready, but looking at what I've seen in his progress on the pages, I think he might have a spot that's waiting in the lineup that could potentially be a difference maker going into the second half for the Wolfpack. That's just me thinking out loud based on what I'm seeing. Another waiver I would be interested in seeing that we seen earlier this season, Raw Wavy. That's another waiver I'm very interested in seeing. He showed up, made a major impact for the Wolfpack when he showed up on the roster. I would love to see where that waiver might go into the fold. If you add the waivers that we see now with the Wolfpack, adding those 2 waivers to the lineup would be very, very interesting to see. For the Wave Cartel, I think they got everything under control. I think they got, again, 2, 3 walking dubs going down. How they get better is yet to be determined, but I like where they're going at, where how they got their guys lined up and everything's rolling. TWM, after this week's win, I'm convinced that the chess moves kind of panned out where they know what they're doing. They playing good ball too. Like Brett alluded to that earlier, but like, not for nothing, I think TWM is playing good ball too. Dripset still in the mix. I will not rule Dripset out based on the way how they play. WTBD, the returning champions, will not rule them out. However, I need to see how they're going to show up for the second half and see how they're going to jump out, because I know they got a lot of waivers on their roster to do some things, but it's going to be interesting to see how they put those things together going into the second half. And again, Brett, no predictions. We leaving all predictions out there. I'm not even putting no predictions out there. These are just waivers that I would like to see in the fold, in the matchups, and then we'll see how everything roll out. So again, if you had to summarize your thoughts on the first half after getting through 7 weeks of co-hosting, watching these live battles go up, what's your thoughts on the first half of the season?
I think the first half, the Wave Cartel was like the dream team. You know how they went overseas and they was smashing everybody by 50? But then the second half of the first half of the season, people starting to catch up. Those different teams, they starting to get better. They brushing too. They brushing more. They see what it takes to be the number one. And it's not by 50 anymore. Now they beating them by 15. They beating them by 10, 9.5. You know what I'm saying? So don't be discouraged if you're not on the top tier right now, because these 2 weeks, haircuts can change. You know, somebody got a wedding. They got to go to a funeral. I'm saying not to wish nothing on them, but life happens. Life happens. And you want to stay consistent with your brush work. Keep taking fours, campaign if you want. Go out there, legacy court. Go on these month-long campaigns, because it's going to push your brush to keep going. But the first half, excellent work. Everybody's showing up. They filling the squares with hair. And I would like to see it continue through the second half.
And definitely for the ones that's out there, again, working on other little things, taking the criticism that you see, adding that into your rotation, working on things like the lighting. Those are all good things. One thing that I like to throw out there, some of y'all waivers, I'm not going to say no names, the directs category. When we're talking about the sides, I only seen this issue come up maybe 2 or 3 times throughout the week, but waivers that I know for a fact know how to take better directs, lock in on those directs, preferably the side directs. Usually don't see a problem with the crown or the top shot. I'm seeing an indirect problem come about with the sides, with the left side, with the right side. Get those lefts and right side directs locked in. Even if you got to practice those, take some of those, shoot those, send them to a teammate. Are these direct? Are these actually direct? Get in the comfort zone of just making sure you got your sides down properly for the directs. Maybe that might be a difference maker. I know that might sound crazy, but it starts to put things together when we talk about flow. Like when you was actually like hiding, it looked like you was hiding, turning this way. Now that you actually got a nice direct, I can see everything come together now. I'm going with this waiver based on everything being put together. The directs can actually assist in that. I know some people might not feel that is that critical, but for some voters, when they see a waiver pull up and you're one waiver with good directs and you're next to a waiver with questionable directs, something mentally goes on in a process of a voter where they say, oh no, I'm not even like, I can't even look at this objectively and vote on this, because it like waiver 2 or waiver 1's directs is just like they not letting me, I can't see what I need to see to actually get the vote on right. So I'm gonna just go directs, quality, waiver 2, and then from there, the crown, the connects, the flow, everything else is in question based on how critical you are with your directs. So for the ones that might think it's not that critical, it is highly critical to make sure your directs is down. All right, Brett, any last words before we get out of here for our 2-week well-deserved break?
All right, I got about 3 things. I'm gonna be quick though. The first thing is the unicorn bristles will be here on Tuesday. I'm expecting delivery on Tuesday, so we're gonna go live on the site for the unicorn bristle brushes, the long-awaited, extra soft, extra long bristle, top tier brushes on the way. Now, for the people that order, I'm doing a giveaway. So if you order a brush, a Surefire Youth brush, this month, your name will be entered to win the purple one of one Queen Alana. I don't know if you can see that right there. This is top tier craftsmanship. You know what I'm saying? Properly sculpted unicorn bristles. This is a prototype, so It's fully functional, but you know, you don't want to just be trying to brush crazy with it. And last but not least, we got Top Tier Waves shortcut to the pages. Get your hair health to Olympian heights, and we taking you from the bottom all the way to the top of the charts, man. So you can submit those fours. Where we at with it? Submit those 4 ways. Start from the bottom, work your way up, and you too can battle. Anybody can get it. Just let me know who hosting. That's all I got.
And Tommy 2 Times said that brush with the Lakers color, I need that. Major Payne said, Brett, that brush is mine. Damn it, they looking for that brush. They want that brush. I mean, like, look, the drops is gonna be dropping. And before I even let Brett go, I wanted to add something else. Again, this was me thinking out loud earlier. We're gonna have the 2-week break. Next week, I'll be back for After Dark. We're gonna have 1 episode of After Dark. I'm gonna be locked into the pages. We're just gonna literally dedicate that entire episode to going on the pages and seeing what's going down on ES. And we just gonna scroll there, talk some wavy shit, have some wavy fun, still do our giveaways, and just hang out. However, the week after that, before we go in to the season, the second half of the season, and it's just me thinking out loud, there's just a thought, if we can get these waivers together, all in one place, all on one ground, we can actually talk wavy topics with the 2 hosts from the UPC, Drip Damone Jr. from Player Circles Podcast, and our co-commissioner, Brett the Hitman, back for another segment of Around the Crown. Not next week, but the week after that. I got to get in contact with all these individuals because I know they're very busy, but that's just me thinking out loud if we can get one segment of Around the Crown with the 2 hosts of UPC, Drip Damone Jr. and our co-commissioner. I think that would be a spectacular way to seal off the break going into the second half, and we can get that shit done. Again, Reese, Trail, I'm going to reach out to y'all. Drip Damone Jr., I'm going to reach out to y'all see if y'all have y'all schedules open. Not for this Saturday coming up, the next Saturday before we go into the second half. We're going to try to get that done so we can come to the people. And again, that's going to be their platform at this point, guys, because y'all know what I do on Around the Crown. I just ask the questions, and I let the guys on the panel just knock it down. And that's going to be their show. That's just going to be their time to just say what they need to say based on the topics that I put out there. So it's just like, they going to be running the show. So y'all ain't got to worry about hearing me yap all day. They going to be the ones doing the talking. That's all I'm going to say. All-Star game will be happening at the end of the season. So once we get the second half done, we're going to have another break, another week break. That's going to be the week break where we get the All-Stars rolling out. I think Trail might have something in mind for the All-Stars. Once the end of the season wraps up, I'm going to put out the roster, do what we did last year. Show the roster, show the teams on each lineup with the All-Stars, and then Trail's going to put something together for the All-Stars. Only the All-Stars are allowed to participate in said event. So if you're not on the All-Star team, guess what? You will not be able to participate in the All-Star games that we're going to be having because it's going to be an All-Star weekend kind of deal. We're going to have the All-Star thing, and then Trail's going to do his thing. Once we get the All-Star game going, and we're going to have some All-Star challenges that's going to be coming up. Trail's going to put something together. I think that's going to be dope for the All-Star players that make the team, the ones that came out and rep for their team, got their record good, did everything that they had to do, and got it done. It's going to be fun to see them actually kick back, have some fun, and show y'all how the best in the world do what they do best. Like, wavy challenges. It's going to be dope. So we're going to have more details about that as we move closer and closer to the date. But that's going to go down once the second half battles is done. And again, as y'all can see how the playoffs went, we'll probably work the playoffs in the fold like how we did, what we talked about earlier. The 1 seed will play the 6 seed. The 2nd seed plays the 5th. The 3rd plays the 4th. And then that's going to be the first round. And then GG's made a best wave team win going all the way up into the wave team champions. So Brett the Hitman, it's been dope having you as our co-commissioner. It's been great. I can't wait to see y'all back on Around the Crown. And then we start up. Once we start the second half, hey, look, you're back in the co-commissioner seat. And while you're on the page on a well-deserved break, try not to ban nobody if they getting out of pocket the wrong way with the co-host. Try to keep that hammer from hitting it. Try to keep that gavel from laying the law down on these waivers out here in these waiver streets. Stall them out.
Word, that's a bet.
All right, good looking out for coming through, Brett. I'll see you on the next one. See you next week. We're going to talk wavy activity on the next one. Shout out to Brett the Hitman. This is what I love. We had a dope first half of the season. The first half in the books. I'm going to put the standings. We're going to post the standings on the page. However, we still have one more sign of business to do. We have our giveaway. We have one waiver already in the driver's seat. We have Demo already making it to the finals for the Final Four. If you want to get in this giveaway for the end of the month, exclamation MP. That should let you know who's going to be sponsoring this month's giveaway. This month's giveaway will be sponsored by Major Pain. He's got a dope giveaway locked in for y'all. If you want to jump in that, make sure exclamation MP. We're going to roll a dice and we're going to get this shit going. I mean, this week, chat, we had not one, not two, but 3 games forced a game 5. We can't write this shit. This shit writes itself at this point. The excitement that we've been getting in the arena by each of these wavy teams have been nothing short of phenomenal. Shout out to all the teams out there doing the damn thing. Shout out to the waivers, the all-star talent. I see y'all. All-star jersey number 1, 2, 3. Let's go. MP, let's go. That's a lot. Let's go. Hitman, that's a lot. Let's go. Demo, and that's a lot. Now, if Demo win, we got to re-roll, chat. Demo win, we got to re-roll. Let's go. QB, let's go. D-Lane, that's a lot. Tommy two-time, let's go. Big Cuzzo, let's go. D-Nice in the building, let's go. Lamenzo, that's a lot. K-Lou, I see you, let's go. DVD, that's locked in. Y'all, bro, these comments, bro. Hey, look, I love y'all niggas in these comments. This is why we got the comments going crazy. Let's go. Danny Doom, that's a lot. Let's go. Ty, I see you. All right, we're going to get this shit going. We on good time. We almost 2 in. Y'all motherfuckers almost got us 2 hours in, forcing game 5s all over the damn place. It's insane. All right, who's going to be the last one in the door? Last one in the door, Danny Doom. That might be the last one in the door. Danny Doom might be the last one. We're going to get ready to roll this dice and get up out of here. Let's roll the dice. What we got? Let's go. What we got? Carry On. Is Carry On going to be the last one in the door? Let's see. Carry On, last one in the door. Okay, we got him locked in. Carry On. Let's go. We got Slick. Last one. Last call before we roll. Last call. All right, Slick. That's the last call. We're going to get this thing rolling. Last call. That's it. C-Dub. Last call. Let's go. All right, let's go. Last one's in. Let's get ready to hit the button. Let's go. Let's draw that. You can see Demo's locked in. Who do we have? Who's going to be our second waiver? Making it in. Let's go. Beanie Mont, let's go. What up? I see you. Who's going to be the second waiver locked in? The second waiver locked in will be Tommy, 2 times locked in, making it to the finals. And now this shit is looking, whoa, wait a minute. Am I looking at this right? Do I see not 1, not 2 members of the cartel locking in this month, closing the door? I don't see not a 1 Wolfpack member in sight. It's a whole lot of cartel business going on in the Final Four right now. Who got the loaded dice now, gang? Wolfpack, fight back. We used to see the Wolfpack, win week in and week out at this table. Now I'm sitting here looking at everything fast forward through time. I see 2 members of the Wave Cartel in the passenger seat, making it to the Final Four week after week. Okay, all right. All right, y'all gonna start saying something going down. Y'all gonna start saying motherfuckers is cheating again. I get it. I see how shit goes down. But as far as I see, everything is rolling out fair and square. The Wave Cartel getting it done. They getting it done on the field. They getting it done at the dice table. I don't know what you want me to say. I mean, winners gonna win, right? That's all I can say. I mean, winners like to win. For the ones that ain't been hit to that, winners like to win. That I don't care if it's on the field. I don't care if it's on the dice game. So that's how it goes. Shout out to everybody that came through tonight. Shout out to everybody that helped us make another milestone. We was at 1730 last week. We at 1740 on the way to 1750. Shout out to everybody that subscribed. Next week, again, we're going to have After Dark. Then the week after that, God willing, we will have episode 38 of Around the Crown. And after that, we will kick off the next second half of the season of the NBL. I'll see y'all next week. Y'all keep that brush moving.
You're now listening to the smooth sounds of freaking Thaddeus music.
I did this shit, I do this shit, nigga. What the boy Blaze, nigga. Whatever y'all niggas talk, whatever y'all niggas say y'all done, nigga. It's certified on this side, nigga. Real.
How gas, no break, nigga. I ain't taking no break, niggas. Can't associate with no fake niggas. How about stacking that cake, nigga? What you talking? I did that. Big 40 with me, bitch black. Bet that bitch and make it get back. Shining bright with a wrist set. Hustle hard, that's all I know. I remember nights sleeping on the floor. Stove heater when it get cold, yeah. Goddamn, I miss my bro. Whatever drug that I sold it. Big straps, I done owned it. Robbing niggas for work. Let lay it down with a dope bet. Lame niggas talk what I live. Trust my homie, it's real. My little homies gon' kill. Nigga die, Dr. Bill a meal. Whatever talk is that raw shit. My execution so flawless. How my niggas on boss shit. You move wrong, so costly. This shit is chess, not checkers. Hold your shit, I'm a veteran. I'm riding around with that heckler. That slippers count is gon' test you. Never fold under pressure. Till a rich bitch, I'm restless. I'm one of the routes out of Texas. I'm with the shit, no question. Whatever y'all talking, I did it. Whatever y'all scored, I done flipped it. I used to rock up in the kitchen. Whatever you talking, I'm with it. I get these niggas the business. My hustle so tunnel vision. Whoever want it can get it. I'm feeling like one of the realest. Whatever these bitches, we fucked them. Whatever little nigga don't trust them. Whatever my haters is fuck them. These niggas play me, I'ma flush them. How little niggas some busters. I'm ballin' on them like Russell. These rapping that niggas in trouble. I get it straight out the muscle. Right up out the block, move around the clock. Eastwood, the hood, hat the street spot. Jelly jar before I ever used a pot. Tommy gun said blood, you got a pot. They wanna hear the real, these other niggas fraud. Acting like they gangster, but they really broad. But they acting good, round of applause. Bullet flip a nigga, talking so much side. Headed to the money, thinking about a vote. Thinking now, bro, I can't take a loss. Boss up the team, then you lost your fault. Talking making plays, gotta run the ball. Balance out the pivot, I refuse to foul. Get your mind right, you know I'm a dog, rad ass nigga. We know you the law, face card good, we know that you fly. Know how I'm rocking, stretch it like some stock. Bitch, I get it poppin', nigga, about $1. Try and stop it, pop a nigga like a molly. Mine set back, now I'm back to grind. Get up off your ass, ain't no need to whine it, man, cause you broke. I just hate the crime. Rappers say they street, but I hate they line. When you own your shit, hate to see you shine. Stack and flip the pack, money multiplying. Got it on my own, get it by myself. Apply the pressure, keep my foot up on their neck. Lyrical assassin, I don't see a threat. In my own lane, no need to flex. Appear to me a real, tell them cut the check. Line these niggas up, put me to the test. Headshot on a nigga, fuck a vest. Whatever y'all talking, I did it. Whatever y'all scored, I done flipped it. I used to rock up in the kitchen. Whatever you talking, I'm with it. I get these niggas the business. My hustle so tunnel vision. Whoever want it can get it. I'm feeling like one of the realest. Whatever these bitches, we fucked them. Whatever little nigga don't trust them. Whatever my haters is fuck them. These niggas play me, I'ma flush them. How little niggas some busters. I'm ballin' on them like Russell. These rapping that niggas in trouble. I get it straight out the muscle. And remember to stay sucker free in a world full of lollipops, man.